A new year, a new Poco smartphone. And Poco once again sticks to its formula of offering as much tech as possible at a very low price. There is the Poco M8 Pro, a device clearly positioned in the upper mid-range, yet on paper it comes surprisingly close to much more expensive smartphones. A large AMOLED display with extreme brightness, a massive battery with 100 watts fast charging, a solid Snapdragon chipset, and a design that feels noticeably more mature than older Poco models. I've been using the Poco M8 Pro in daily life, and now it's time to find out whether the overall package really lives up to its promises. When it comes to the design, Poco takes a more subtle and premium approach this time. The back is slightly curved and made of plastic, but it feels sturdy, comfortable, and sits nicely in the hand. The silver version I'm using deserves special mention because fingerprints are practically a non-issue here. Even after long use, the phone still looks clean. The frame is also plastic, the phone weighs around 206 grams, and despite its size, it never feels top-heavy. A real highlight is the certification because IP86 and IP69K protection. The Poco M8 Pro is very well protected against dust and water, something that's definitely not a given thing in this price segment and adds real peace of mind in everyday use. The display is without a doubt one of the biggest strengths of the Poco M8 Pro. You're getting a 6.83-inch Crystal Res AMOLED panel with 1.5K resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. The image is extremely sharp, colors look vibrant without being oversaturated, and thanks to 12-bit color depth along with HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision support, the panel is excellent for streaming and video consumption. Brightness is especially impressive, reaching around 1800 nits in high brightness mode and up to 3200 nits when displaying HDR content. Even under direct sunlight, everything remains perfectly readable. The adaptive refresh rate reliably switches between 60 and 120 Hz, delivering smooth animations while keeping power consumption in check. In terms of features, Poco leaves very little to complain about. The symmetrical stereo speakers support Dolby Atmos and deliver a surprisingly full sound with good volume. With the optimal 400% volume boost enabled, the phone gets extremely loud, which can be useful even though sound quality takes a slight hit. Unlocking the Poco M Pro is handled by an optical fingerprint sensor under the display, which works quickly and reliably in everyday use. You also get Face Unlock, NFC for mobile payment, dual SIM support, and even an IR blaster to control TVs or air conditioners. Storage options include 256 or 512 GB, though there's no microSD card expansion. On the software side, the Poco M8 Pro runs on HyperOS 2 based on Android 15. The system is fast, visually modern, and packed with features. There are tons of customization options, widgets, design tweaks, and smart tools. AI features like Google Gemini, circular search, and AI image editing in the gallery are included, even though the most advanced AI features remain exclusive to higher-end Poco models. Criticism remains for the pre-installed apps and ads within the system. Ads appear in several places, sometimes even as pop-ups, which slightly hurts an otherwise very good user experience. On the positive side, Poco promises several major Android updates and many years of security patches. Powering the Poco M8 Pro is the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4. Performance is more than sufficient for everyday use, whether it's social media, multitasking, navigation, or streaming. Apps open quickly, animations are smooth, and gaming is absolutely possible as long as you don't expect flagship level graphics settings. Compared to its predecessor, performance has noticeably improved and thermal management is especially impressive, with the phone staying cool even under sustained load and showing minimal throttling. Battery life is one of the Poco M8 Pro's biggest selling points. With a massive 6500 mAh battery, getting 1.5 to 2 full days of use is no problem, even with heavy usage that includes lots of screen on time, GPS and mobile data. With moderate use, 2 full days are easily achievable. Charging is handled via cable at up to 100 watts, allowing the large battery to fully charge in under an hour. Depending on the region, a charger may not be included in the box. The phone also supports wired reverse charging at up to 22.5 watts, which can be very handy on the go. Let's talk about the camera, because this is where Poco's priorities become quite clear. On the back, the Poco M8 Pro features a 15 megapixel main camera using the Light Fusion 500 sensor with optical image stabilization. In real-world use, the setup delivers very reliable results, especially in daylight. Photos are sharp, details are well preserved, and colors look natural without being overly saturated. Dynamic range is impressive for this price class, and even in challenging lighting situations, highlights and shadows are handled well. HDR kicks in quickly without making images look artificial. In low light conditions, the camera clearly benefits from optical stabilization and pixel binning, where 4 pixels are combined into one large superpixel. Night shots look clean, noise is well controlled, and details don't fall apart immediately, even though the camera obviously doesn't reach true flagship levels. Night mode adds a bit more brightness and contrast, but takes slightly longer to process. The 2x digital zoom is perfectly usable in good lighting and still delivers sharp results, while quality drops more noticeably at night, though it remains acceptable for casual shots. The main camera is paired with an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera. This one is functional, but clearly a compromise. The wider field of view is useful for landscapes or group shots, but images are generally softer, especially towards the edges, and fine details are lost more quickly. In low light, the gap in quality compared to the main camera becomes even more obvious. For occasional ultra-wide shots it's fine, but frequent users won't find any highlights here. Selfies are handled by a 32 megapixel front camera. In good lighting, selfies look sharp and contrasted with decent skin tones. Portrait mode works reliably and separates subjects and background fairly well, even if edge detection isn't always perfect. In low light, detail drops noticeably, but overall performance still matches expectations for the segment. The Poco M8 Pro is an extremely strong overall package in the upper mid-range. A large and ultra-bright AMOLED display, excellent battery life, fast charging, solid performance, and a robust IP68 rated design made the smartphone an easy recommendation. The camera isn't spectacular, but is reliable, and the software offers plenty of features, even if ads remain a downside. If you can live with that, you're getting one of the best value for your money smartphones in its class. And guys, that's already it for today. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and also subscribe to my channel. You will also find the link to the smartphone down below in the video description. And I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace!